My husband and I have a lot of animal children, 18 of them, 6 cats and 12 bunnies. Rest assured, that was not the plan. When we got married almost 10 years ago, we only had 3 cats and 3 bunnies listed on the wedding program as children of the bride and groom. I guess you could say our family has grown. Our kitty children are Molly, Coco, Samantha, Maxwell, Tiger, and Lexi. Of course, you may be wondering how we got so many bunnies. Well, we took in a bunny named Skippy, who has since passed. At the time, they told us he had been neutered, so I took him to our old vet to have him checked, and he said he had been neutered. So I let him run around with little Bethany, who was only 4 or 5 months old at the time, and 28 days later, 8 little babies. They were born a couple of weeks after 9/11, and it seemed like a little bit of hope at such a dark time. Our bunny children are Bethany, Oreo, Abby, Baxter, Angel, Jax, Lindsay, Dakota, Hershey, Snickers, Buster, and Whiskers. Some are rescues from shelters, the streets, or from people that abandon them at a vet office. All of them stay in the house and never have to worry about the danger that awaits them outside ever again. My furry children are everything to me. They each have their own little special things about them. They bring so much love and happiness to our lives. I cherish every moment I have with them. Not only do they have a bond with us, they have bonds with each other. When they come to our home, I accept the responsibility of their care and well-being. Our children have some medical problems. Our cat Coco is diabetic, needing insulin twice a day. The bunnies from the litter are prone to chronic colds and kidney problems. They get medicine and fluid treatments at home, and even special pellets all the way from Nebraska. Our vets probably have vacation homes thanks to us. With all the loving things they do, sometimes they act up. When they scratch the sofa, miss the litter box, knock over a favorite lamp, or want water from the tub at 4 a.m., I try not to get mad, because I know one day they won't be here anymore, and I would give anything to have them back one more day. With so many animals, the losses can be great. In the past 9 years or so, I have lost 11 of my children. I was just here a month ago when I lost my beloved bunny daughter, Brianna. Bree was 13 years old. She lived 3 years past the life expectancy. I miss her love, little kisses, and how she enjoyed her blueberries and homemade apple treats. We lost Butterscotch, our bunny daughter, who passed away in 1999 from cancer 2 weeks after we were married. Our bunny daughter, Bonnie, who found love with Buster, passed away in 2002 from cancer. Snuggles, our baby bunny daughter, died after her spay from a blood clot at only 6 months old in 2002. Her sister Marshmallow died at 16 months old from lymphoma in 2003, and their father Skippy passed away 3 weeks later from passing a bladder stone. A few months after that, I lost my Chloe. Her vet came to the house and she passed peacefully at home with an anesthesia shot, so she felt no pain. My bunny son Biscuit, who is Butterscotch's son and Brianna's first husband, passed from old age, living at least 11 years in 2004. My bunny son Duncan passed in 2007 from a brain tumor. He never liked to be held, which is why no one had wanted to adopt him from the shelter, so I adopted him. He would let me hold him for maybe 30 seconds at a time, so after he passed, I held him for the longest time. My cat son Calvin showed up at our door in July 2006, dying from renal failure. I brought him home from the vet and was told to watch for when he could not urinate anymore. Every time he went to the litter box, I watched and I prayed. His blood work improved and he lived another 11 months. He passed at home in 2007, knowing he had a home and he was deeply loved. My bunny son Toppy had been diagnosed when he was only 2.5 with kidney disease, like his father Skippy. With daily fluid treatments and a low calcium diet, he lived to be 7.5, passing from kidney failure 9 months ago. I've also lost my poodle brothers, Blackie and Chummy, my cat nieces Isabella and Christina, my in-laws cat Princey, the neighborhood cats I grew to love, Panda, who was my first friend in the neighborhood, his mom Missy and sister Rusty, a cool cat named Bert, and a black cat named Tuft, and my neighbor's dog Sam, who had the best smile. It has been very hard. Family and friends worry about me with all this loss, and they don't know how I do it. I believe it is important to make a difference in their lives. All I can do is give them the best life I can possibly give them for the too short time they are here with us. I ask myself this question: is the happiness I feel today worth the sorrow I may feel tomorrow? And the answer is yes. I miss them every second of every minute of every day. I have their ashes, and when it is my turn, I want their ashes with me. After surviving melanoma 4 years ago, my biggest fear is not living long enough to take care of my kids. Dealing with so much loss over the years, I had wondered why we don't have the same grieving process for animals. When a person dies, family and friends come to the home and to the wake and funeral to pay their respects and provide support for the survivors. But when an animal dies, we grieve alone, and it is supposed to be business as usual. I believe it is important to grieve for the loss and to celebrate the life of our beloved pet. So I became a non-denominational minister to provide these services for animals. Some people don't understand the bond. They'll say, just get another one. And yes, that is something we should do, as there are so many animals that desperately need homes. But it saddens me that they don't understand that each animal has their own precious soul and personality, and they can never be replaced. Losing a beloved pet is not something you get over. It is something you accept. I still look for the messages they send me, whether by a song, a shadow visit, or in my dreams. They are still here with me in my heart and in my soul. There are people that do understand the bond, and it is uncanny how animal people always seem to find other animal people. In spite of the loss I have endured, and with most of my furry kids in their senior years, I know there is more loss to come. I am very fortunate. I have a great husband who loves animals as much as I do. I have great family and friends, a great boss who understands, and a place of employment that even offers pet insurance as a benefit. Standing here, I am so thankful and grateful for Hillside Acre. Over the years, I have watched this place grow to the peaceful and sacred place that honors our loved ones. When I brought my kids here to be privately cremated, the care and compassion of the staff are infinite. I commend you for the great service you provide, because the hardest thing is to lose our loved ones. But what makes it just a little bit easier is to know that they are being cared for when they're not with us. We are all here because we have loved and we have lost a beloved, cherished family member. We must always remember how blessed we are that we were the lucky ones to make a difference in their lives. Out of all the people in the world, we were the ones blessed to be able to love them and to be loved by them. Thank you for the special opportunity to share my story.